What are you doing to me?
Take your damn beans. Okay, I'll be right back.
Beans. I feel like she left you all to watch me. Like a 2-year-old. I have beans.
Here you go. Take your hot chocolate.
Ma'am. These are white comforters.
I know. It's a taste.
Red beans. Chocolate. Hot cocoa.
I'm not doing sugar right now, so I have decaf sugar-free coffee.
Beans.
Beans. I want some beans.
Oh, don't eat my beans. How dare you? I'm very possessive about my beans, apparently.
What are they? Red kidney beans?
Mm-hmm. Hi.
You scared me. I saw an eyeball. That was creepy. Oh, you gave me my vitamins. Thank you.
I have beans.
My sleepy vitamins.
Oh! Beans and vitamins.
Beans. Okay, good night. These are the real magic fruit, not those beans.
Beans, a magic fruit. The more you eat, the more you do.
No, these are the vitamins that help me recover so fast from postpartum psychosis. They're fantastic. I can't remember everything that my mom gives me every night. It's all natural vitamins. One of them is essential oils in a capsule. It's great. Oh, that's weird. I usually take my vitamins with cold water. And
It's a hot coffee drink.
Beverage is very interesting.
Are we supposed to be doing something?
No.
You just pointed a camera at me. I'm ready for bed. You gave me hot cocoa and handed me my beans.
Mm-hmm.
And put a camera on me with a really bright light. I'm not wearing pants.
This is just a little sneak peek into what sister life looks like. Because this is the amount of times I have come in here over the last few months when she's about to go to sleep and bugged her is, can you stop?
Excuse my cigarette horse laugh.
She's never smoked a cigarette in her life, just so you know.
I'm gonna throw up.
So, I want to talk to you today about ADHD.
Me? Wait.
When were you diagnosed with ADHD?
Well, hold on. Technically, I was diagnosed with ADD later on in my life. I guess you could say it's a self-diagnosis, but there's just there's main evidential things when you just know that the hyperactive part is there, and you're just like, it's undeniable. By medical standards, I would say I was not diagnosed with ADHD, but I definitely have ADD. So, I think they're the same thing. It's just different strands of ADHD, in my opinion. But yeah. Oh, and your actual question, see, that was ADHD. I didn't answer her actual question.
When were you diagnosed with ADD?
12. I was 12 years old. And I was having a hard time, and my doctor, or the doctor that mom was taking us to, was like, I think your daughter has a little bit of an attention disorder. She's not wrong. Oh, and that was, my doctor got me addicted to coffee. True story.
She suggested coffee to aid in focusing the brain and calming down, actually, and it helped.
It did.
Yes, it did.
I had 12 ounce cup. I'm spilling my bean juice. I had a 12-ounce cup of coffee at least once. Or no, yeah, just one. Every day. My mom made me a drip coffee, and she would let me do it up however I wanted. There was so much sugar. No.
There's this is not, I'm not, what's the word called? Not endorsed, it's a different, sponsored, excuse me. I'm not sponsored for this, but I really like Everyday Dose coffee. I really like it. You should try it, because the guy that created it was on Adderall for ADHD for like 20 years.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
I've never been on Adderall, actually. So I did have, I don't even know what the medication was, but it wasn't Adderall.
Mm-hmm.
I did have a ADD medication that I was on for a brief period of time. And honestly, my mom was not in a place where she wanted to put me on medication to just subdue me. So, which is good. There was a medication that it was like the lowest dose of anything that you could. Look at me stabbing my beans. ADHD. Sorry. I'm also tired. Anyway, we're talking about drugs.
Kids don't do drugs, but if they're prescribed
Prescribed
by a doctor, then yeah, you could do
Oh, guys. We're talking about different kinds of drugs, okay? Anyway, my mom, she didn't really want me to be on medication to make my brain, like, function all weird and stuff. So, because it really does suppress emotions and stuff, medications like that, it's weird. It's very strange. But for me, I had, like, the lowest dose, and she only gave me, like, halves of the little tiny pills and stuff, for the longest time while I was taking it. And what it did for me, because, she used a lot of natural remedies for me, like one being coffee. Caffeine is a natural remedy, as much as, like, it may not be the best one. It is helpful because what caffeine does to an ADHD brain is our thought processes, whereas a normal person might be able to think straight, like what we talk, metaphorically speaking, but they might be able to think straight. We think crooked. So what it does is it straightens the thought process. That's my best way of explaining it.
Yeah.
That's why, like, it's hard to focus on conversations. Like, right now, I've gone all over the place. ADHD people have a tendency to be very exuberant, super expressive. Maybe not always, but, like, there's big emotions when you have ADHD. And not all of them are easy to curb, especially if you weren't given the right tools at a young age to curb those things. And I feel like my mom did a really good job, including with my medication that I was on. What it did was it gave me the tools that I needed to know how to help my own brain.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of subduing my brain, it helped me because my mom used the medication. Because there's not particularly anything wrong with medications. There's just something wrong with it in massive doses.
Mm-hmm.
So she used both that, though, and natural things. Like, as I got older, there was things that I could do for my own brain. For example, as an adult now, like, I have to have certain patterns of ways that I do things. If I'm cleaning my room, I have to trick my brain because it's like a 2-year-old. For anybody who has ADHD, here's a tip, okay? If you need to do your laundry, set the basket in front of you, okay? The basket of dirty laundry, or not dirty, I'm sorry, clean laundry. We're not folding dirty laundry. And you need to fold your laundry. Put the laundry in front of you and tell yourself, literally I have to do this to myself, I'm just going to fold one.
There you go.
One single article. What it does is it fools your brain because ADHD people have that all or nothing bullshit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's that all or nothing thing that we can't avoid. So it's like, if I fold one, well, I might as well just fold the next one. Well, if I'm going to fold that, I'm going to have to fold the third one. Well, if I'm going to fold 3, I'm just going to fold all of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you trick your brain when you have ADHD. You have any more questions?
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, medications can be helpful, but man, can, like, mental health medications can really, really do one on you. Like, seriously. I got diagnosed with postpartum psychosis in September after I gave birth to my son.
Sorry. Keep going.
And I was in the hospital for about a week, and then they put me on an M1 hold, and they transferred me to a mental health facility in Denver. And I was only there for like 4 days. Thanks to my dad, he felt like hell to get me out of there, so thank you for that, because I did not like that place. I really hope no one ever has to go to there. I don't know how. Maybe they help some people. I'll give them that, but it did not help me. It made me worse. But they forced me to take all these different medications while I was in that mental health facility. I think I was on like 3 to 5 different medications.
She just didn't feel real anymore.
Yes, that is exactly how I
Because
felt.
the thing about your brain is the way that your brain functions is the thing that grounds you into reality.
Mhm.
And when you sever some of those connections to different synapses in your brain,
When fear,
you're not gonna feel real.
Yeah, especially when fear takes over. This is what happened. Fear had taken over my prefrontal cortex of my brain,
Which is the part that makes you function.
and my brain, the functioning part of my brain took
Was
a back
only
seat, and my
thinking
subconscious took
fear.
over. And then at that point, I couldn't really tell reality from not. I couldn't tell what was reality or not reality. So, anyways, yeah, I think I was on like 3 to 5 different medications in the mental health facility I was staying at.
She's never taken medications a day in her
Ever
life.
in my life, never dealt with any kind of mental health issue at all. So this postpartum psychosis thing was out of the blue for someone like me. It should not have happened, but I think it's just because of the circumstances of my life at the time. Yeah, I've never been on medications, and they had me on like different things, and like one of them was a mood stabilizer, which basically just makes you not have emotions. So that was weird.
That's
and
weird.
one of the
That's
medications,
not right.
No, one of the medications they put me on literally made me feel like I was being controlled by someone. Like you feel so weighed down, your body is literally heavy. It's weird. It's tricky.
That's wrong.
Yeah, it's not okay.
Because this is the thing is that people have like this weird like lack of understanding of the human brain, and so the easiest form of getting someone the relief they're looking for is just by turning parts of the brain off.
Yeah, and you know what's
that's not right.
Well, you know what's sad about that is that a doctor will prescribe you one medication for a mental health issue that'll cure something, right? Say it's depression. Or say kind of help with depression, right? But it has a side effect. The side effect is anxiety, and so they give you another medication to help the other medication that caused that side effect of anxiety. So they give you another one. And then that medication they give you for the anxiety causes suicidal thoughts. So then you're all the way back around to where you started and depressed, and even worse now because you're having suicidal thoughts because of the medication they give you for the anxiety. Then that anxiety was caused by the medication they gave you in the first place for depression. It's just a money grab and a loop around. Not okay. I recovered so fast from postpartum psychosis, not because of medication, because I didn't take any more of those. I treated myself naturally with rosemary tea and a lot of other natural supplements that help the function of your brain. And I'm going to say most of it was the Lord, but a lot of it was the research that me and my family did on how to heal my brain naturally. And the doctor said it would take 12 weeks or more normally for a woman to recover from postpartum psychosis. I recovered in less than 6. Fully recovered. I wasn't hallucinating anymore. I wasn't hearing voices. I was able to sleep, Yeah, so
not
without
everything.
medications. That stopped when I got out of the mental health study. I didn't take this no more.
Not everything that a doctor says is what's the word I'm looking for?
In your best interest.
Yes, actually. The medical field is just really jacked because...
Not all parts of it, I will say.
No, not at all.
A lot of it is just a lot of money grabbing.
It's money grabbing. Don't get me going there. I gotta go to bed soon, okay? We can't keep rambling about this. I'm almost done with my cocoa.
There you go. What are some things that help you, other than the laundry tip you gave earlier? What are some things that help you, like, tame your ADD or ADHD mind?
In what regard?
Go with, like, if you're having a deep conversation with someone.
Oh, crap. Okay, so I'm in a relationship now for the first time, by the way, ever in my life, and it's awesome. I love him so much. Okay, anyway, there are so many moments where I'm having a conversation with my wonderful boyfriend, and I actually genuinely just kind of, now you might think, oh, that's so cute, but actually it's just ADHD. I get lost in the sound of his voice, and I forget what he's saying. I stop paying attention to what he's saying, and it's not cute. It is cute because I do really like the sound of his voice, but it's not just that. It's actually I do that with a lot of people. His voice is more what's the word? It's mentally
soothing.
Yeah, but the unfortunate matter of that's a good thing. But I actually just kind of get stuck in the lull of him talking, and then I tune out what he's actually saying.
So how do you not do that?
I have and you do no. This is not. We're not. You pay money. No. Sorry.
Just to clarify, we don't do OnlyFans unless you want us to. No.
I'm kidding. They can't tell that that's a joke.
You can try to find me on there, but I will not be on OnlyFans. I promise.
Oh please! I don't. Ain't nobody paying money for this.
Oh my god! How do you not do that in conversation?
Get sidetracked in conversation. So I do that with everybody. Don't get me wrong. I like to bring it into the aspect of being in a relationship because that's more personal and intimate and important. But I do that with everybody. Oh, I have done that with everybody I know ever. At least once. Excuse me. Anyway. Okay, so in the regards of being in a relationship and curbing relationship with anybody, curbing because that's a very common thing in ADHD, is to like you're listening and then all of a sudden your brain starts going, and you're having a whole conversation or thought process in your brain, maybe not outside of what they're saying, but something they said reminded you of something else, and your brain starts one tracking that one thing. And then you tune back into the conversation. You're like, huh?
I've seen you do that before.
I'm like, wait, I'm so sorry. You have to say that again. And that unfortunately, yeah, that's irritating sometimes to people. But you gotta, when people have that issue, it's wholeheartedly we didn't mean to. Please, you gotta give them the benefit of the doubt. It's not intentional. We're not listening. Our brain just is moving faster than the average brain. So in that regard, that thought process came up before I could even think to stop it. And then when I did think to stop it, you're already 5 sentences into whatever you just said and I missed it.
Yeah.
But it's not a matter necessarily of knowing how to not do that, because yes, don't get me wrong, I have to stop myself, but we all at some point can stop ourselves because we're like, oh crap, I'm in a conversation. Shit. Like, obviously. But it takes a little bit sometimes. Sometimes I can do it quickly. I don't know if I've had tools to get there. It just happens. But the other aspect of it is learning how to not be like, oh, and pretend that you heard what they said.
Yeah, just be honest and be like,
that's
I'm so sorry. Yeah, and
because that's hard. Because one, that's humility, and two, the person might be like, oh, dude, what the heck? Please don't do that. It's not nice because we didn't mean to. And we apologize if that is triggering. And I say we on the behalf of like anybody who has ADHD. It's more like, no, she doesn't have ADHD, so it's not like she really has that problem. But I have done that to her.
Yes,
and she's
understand. Like, and sometimes I'm like, really? And then I just repeat myself. I'm like, it's fine. I don't care.
And I know there have been times where it's triggered her, so it's like, I'm so sorry. I wasn't not. That's another thing, is learning how to communicate that side of yourself without the aspect of getting defensive.
Or I'm sorry, but don't do
it's
that.
I'm so sorry. I'm not trying. I am not trying to ignore you.
Yeah, just be straight up. Be honest. Be like, I am so sorry. I'm not trying to ignore you.
My brain just went somewhere else.
Like totally cut you off in my head.
And I really want to hear what you have to say. Yes. So can you just back up like a couple sentences?
Yeah.
That's a pretty common thing that I do. Of course, I don't have to do that very much with her anymore. I just be like, wait, sorry, what? And she's like, oh, God. And she backs up because she knows me. But I have had to learn how to do that with other people that I'm in relationship with, because it's important to hear people. And unfortunately, ADHD brains don't like to hear properly.
There's our summary on ADHD. One person with ADHD and ADD technically diagnosed.
Shut up. It's self-diagnosis, and it doesn't mean it's wrong.
And one person without ADHD that has experience living with it. So,
I don't know about that. Sometimes she has some moments.
You know, maybe I have ADHD. I've never been diagnosed. I do have my moments, but I don't.
Undiagnosed. Diagnosed.
So, there you go. I hope this helps you. I hope you enjoyed
it was entertaining at least.
Watching us being stupid. My shirt here says be kind to yourself. Please be kind to yourself. Take care of your body and your mental health.
Drink water!
Oh,
if you haven't drank water today, you better go do that right
Right now.
Right. No. Right now.
Right now.
Right.
Fill your water bottle. Nice. Take care of your physical body. I don't know why she's petting me. Take care of your mental health. That I've learned this year is extremely important because did you know that people can actually die from stress?
Yep.
Stress in general can cause high blood pressure. So
it can make you go into cardiac arrest.
Cardiac arrest, or you could have a stroke. So take care of your mental health. Go spend some time by yourself. Make sure you're centered. And if you're a person of faith, I believe in God, and Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. Go spend time with Him and read your Bible, please, for your mental well-being.
Yep.
Put on the helmet
mental
of salvation.
Mental health is important. Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, put on the helmet of salvation. I have gone through hell and back this year because I didn't prioritize my mental health. So, yeah. Take care of yourself. We love you. Hope you enjoyed Cozy Chats. This is the first episode.
It's weird.
Yeah, okay, bye.
Okay, bye.